Please check your audio and video settings, please. Everyone, please check your audio and video settings. Yeah, yeah. Yesterday class went a bit heavily. Okay, because I was quite excited to show everything through Java 8. But as of now, Hibernate is not supporting what? Java 8 date and time API when it comes to inserting date and time values. When it comes to inserting date and time values. Are you getting my point? Yes. So the property that you are taking, are you getting my point? To insert the date and time values, should be either java.util.date or java.sql.date or java.util.calendar. That's it. There is no question of taking Java 8 local date and time, local date. All these things are as of now not supported. Understanding my point? Okay. Yes. Now, if you take local date and time, you have to go for explicit conversions. What is this? Explicit conversions. By default, it is not allowing. You have to go for explicit conversion. Yesterday, we have seen that one practically. Okay. I'm talking with respect to what? Hibernate. So, what I do is, let's go to I will redevelop those application in front of you people. Yes, let's close this one, close the project, comes to this. mm, yes, person info.java, person info.java, date dom doj, java.util.date only we have taken. Fine. Java.util.date only we have taken. Get DOM, set DOM, get DOJ. That's it. Next, mapping file. Close all. Mapping file. Come on, guys. Mapping file. Sequence, super, pname, this. If I give what? Date, only date will be inserted. If I give timestamp, both date and time will be inserted. Come on here. Both date and time will be inserted. Are you understanding my point? Yes, here is what date, time, timestamp I have given because I want to insert both in time. But when it comes to date of joining, I'm interested to insert only date part. I'm interested to insert only date part, date of joining, date. So that's why I'm giving date over there. Super. Yes, nice. Here is my configuration file. There I mentioned the same mapping file name. Cool. Now go to this one, developer. Okay. First I will write insert test. Actually simple only, but yesterday I said na. Nowadays I'm trying to go for everything in the form of what? Java 8, Java 9, Java 10 features. In the process of improvisation, I attempted little bit to show that one on what? This one. Mm. Okay, boss. Fine. So stop using Java 8 local date time. That's it. Leave it. Fine. Okay, boss. We have what? Info.setPname. Here, what is this? 6 param constructor is used here. Date of joining, only current date is taken. Date of marriage, something is taken. Date of marriage, something is taken. So date of marriage time is not given. Date of marriage time is not given. So we will do one thing then. We will do one thing then. Okay. In the mapping file for date of marriage, here we will take timestamp. Okay. Here we will take timestamp. Come on. Here we are having what? Date. Here we are having date. Super. Here date is there. Here timestamp is there. Cool. Yes. Now listen. Okay. Now go to this place. Con2. Go to this place. Con2. Yes. I will remove the table now. Here I will remove the table now. What is the table here? Person underscore dates. Person underscore info. Na? Anyone remember table name? Person underscore info. Person underscore info. I'm dropping the table intentionally. Table drop. I'm dropping the table intentionally to see how table is created. So insert date test, boss. Right. Right click. Right click. What is this? Run on server. Sir, that is not a. That is not a. Where is that? You dropped person underscore info na. What is the table name here? What is the table name? Person underscore info, right? I dropped patient info na. Let me check. Person underscore info. Table drop. Not a problem. Not a problem. Fine. Insert date test. Run on Java application. Run on Java application. Yes, insertion is successful. Check it out. DOM date only came. Here timestamp came. Here timestamp came. Did you notice it? Here timestamp came. Here timestamp came. Here only date came. Did you notice that? Yes. Okay. Say refresh that this one. Say refresh. Say refresh. Here what is this? Person underscore info. Data module. Yes, see this? I'll use magnifier. See this? I'll use magnifier. Date of birth. Both date and time has come. Date of marriage. Both date and time has come. Did you notice it? Yes. Yes. Date of joining. Current date and time has come. Everyone noticed that? Everyone understood that point or not there? Yes. Sir, with those zeros, those milliseconds, boss. Zeros means milliseconds. Even milliseconds also it is taking. Okay, boss. Everyone understood XML level? Retrieving part. Actually, simple application. Yesterday, my, what is that? Desire of. Okay. Yeah. No, don't go for conversion. See, boss. My desire of showing in Java 8, 9, 10 feature, that made me to do more experiment. Okay, fine. We are open to experiment. Sometimes fails here. Sometimes fails. Okay. Don't worry. These are good. We never forget. Yeah, person PID. I think this PID is not there. 30 has come. So here I will give 30. I will give 30. Retrieve date test. Retrieve date test. Yes, record is coming or not. This much simple it is. This much simple it is. Yesterday in the desire of seeing. Come on here. Hmm. Yeah, in future they may upgrade, but as of now they have not upgraded. If you want to work with, if you want to work with, okay, if you want to work with Java 8 features, Java 8 features, are you understanding my point? So you have to go for explicit conversions. Understanding my point there? Yes. Java.sql.date retrieving part is not working. Yeah, because if you store date and time, Java.sql.date cannot hold time value, na, that may be giving problem. That may be giving problem. Is that clear? This part is clear. Come on, guys. This part is clear, right? So first, let's keep our basic examples ready, boss. Then we will talk. Annotation driven, boss. What driven? Annotation driven. Okay. How to retrieve through date? How to retrieve the thread means I didn't get you. How to retrieve? Sir, Mr. Raju, right now we are dealing with what? Single row operation. Right now, single row select operation is possible only with identity value. If you want to use other than ID value as the criteria value, you have to wait until I introduce HQL. I already said that point. Right now we are dealing with a single row operation. Don't forget. Now listen. Entity. If we stores time, can we retrieve only date? Can we retrieve only date? You have to go for explicit conversions only, boss. After retrieving, you have to go for explicit conversions. Hmm. Fine, boss. Akshay Buse, if your column is having date and time, and if you use java.sql.date for retrieving, so it will be problem, na? Definitely it will be problem. So that's why I always prefer working with java.util.date only. Then tension will not be there. Now listen carefully. Yes. Now listen. Local date and time DOB timestamp. Yeah, listen. Default is timestamp here. Default is timestamp. Default is a timestamp. Okay. But I am not using local date and time. I will go for what? Date. Which date? Java.util.date. Java.util.date. Just a minute. Java.util.date. Super. Next. Here also what is there? Date. Here also what is there? Date. Understanding my point? Here also what is there? Date. Yeah. Now listen. Timestamp means date and time. Date means only date. Time is also there here. Only time. It will inject only time. Are you getting my point? It will inject only time. DOJ. So here we have to change the return type and all this stuff. Yes. Okay. Get DOB. Here also date. Date. Yes, I'll show Java 8. I found one more way. I found one more way to work with Java 8 local date and time. Give me 2 minutes time. First let me avoid confusions in your mind, that heaviness in your mind. Okay. I'll make it simple things first. Date time, because yesterday we got some heaviness. Let me remove that heaviness from your brain. Then I will come to that. I will come to that. Fine. I'll show one example on Java 8 also. It's not like that. So I don't want to disturb existing table, boss. I want to create a new table creation. New is equal to person underscore info one. Person underscore info one. I want to create a new table. Okay. Persistence dot this. Okay. Fine. Yes, boss. This is that. Okay. Person underscore info. Now go to what? Com.nt.test. Insert test. Hmm. Insert test. Okay. Here, what is this? New date of 1900 plus. What plus here? 1900 plus. Okay. Next. I think first let me go for it. Temporal type says what you want to insert. Timestamp, date and time. Here what? Only date. Here only time. Only time. Got it? Yes. Okay, boss. Now tell me. Here date of joining. Date of joining. Here what I am taking. New date of. Date of joining is new date of. Okay, cool. Date of marriage. Date of marriage, what I have taken, boss? Date of marriage, what happened? Date I have taken. Okay. Date of joining, this one I have taken. Fine. Here also, new date of. New date of. That's it. Anyhow, we have taken new table, boss. Not a issue. So insert date test. Insert date test. Yes. Table created. Table created. Check it out. Okay. DOB timestamp, DOG date, DOM date. DOM date. Because in Oracle, there is no data type called time. There is no data type called time. Is that clear? Yes. Okay. Now come here. Go to table section. Refresh. Go to table section. Refresh. Okay. Person underscore info one. Person underscore info one. Magnify it. Magnify it. Date of birth, date and time both has come. Date and time both has come. Are you getting my point there? DOJ, DOJ. What is this? DOJ. 1 January 70. Fine. Sir, you said some date of marriage date. Fine. That's I understood it's giving. I understood it's giving. But here DOJ is also coming as what? DOJ only time we have taken, na. Unfortunately, in Arakil, we don't have what? Unfortunately, in Arakil, we don't have only time column. Date timestamp data type is there, date data type is there. Unfortunately, we don't have what? Time data type. Time data type is not there. Now you try to work with MySQL database software once. Go to configuration file. Meanwhile, parallelly, let me start MySQL workbench also. Parallelly start what? MySQL workbench also. Okay, here I am commenting Oracle part. I'm enabling what? MySQL part. I'm enabling MySQL part. I'm enabling MySQL part. Fine. There also table will be generated dynamically, no doubt in that. Connection is happening. So when it is doing connection, MySQL, why to take 5? I think we are using 8 version of MySQL, MySQL 8 dialect. Go to what? Insert test. What test here? Insert test. What is this? Annotation insert test. Fine, boss. Right click, run on Java application. Right click, run as Java application. Listen, DOJ time data type is there in MySQL. Time data type is not there in Oracle. Are you getting my point? DOJ only time. Time data type is not there in Oracle. Time data type is there in what? MySQL. come to this. Come to this. That's what. Sometimes database dependency also there here. Okay. Now you observe 414, not 414. 914 DB tables, tables, person underscore info one, select to rows. Select to rows. Yes. Now observe date of birth, date and time, DOJ only time, only time. Okay, DOM only date. DOM only date. Only date. Did you realize that? Did you realize that? DOM wrong data. Wrong date. 3118. Acha, let me check. Acha, here mistake here. Here mistake. Mistake is mine. Okay, as I said, na 118 you give, then 1900. If you give 118, then 1900, right? It's giving right only. We have given wrongly. We have given wrongly. See the second one. Say refresh. See the second one. Say refresh. This is right. This is right. This is right. Yes. Now it's coming. 2018 only coming. Because it will add 1900 plus. Now, boss, it will definitely add 1900 plus. Everyone enjoyed this one? Okay, this is what we have to do it. No, sir, I'm very stubborn person. I want to work with what? Java 8 stuff. Java 8 stuff. With small compromises, we can do it. I will tell that. Okay, but before that, let me give let me give annotation driven stuff. This is annotation driven stuff. Copy this annotation driven, annotation driven, annotation driven. Okay, annotation driven date values in Hibernate. Date values in Hibernate. Sir, temporal annotation is optional, but if you mention temporal, Hibernate will have a clarity what you want to insert. Otherwise, only date value will be inserted everywhere. Bold here. See, boss, if temporal is there, not happens. If temporal is not mentioned, what happen? Every time date value will be inserted. Because of temporal, we are able to tell what you want to insert. It see, this will hold date and time, this will hold date and time. So, but in that, from that, what you want to insert, that clarity will be there. That clarity will be there because of temporal type. Because of temporal type, clarity will be there. Super. Okay, I think already this is there. This is enough. Doj is enough. Okay, so at the rate temporal type, at the rate temporal specifies, at the rate temporal specifies. Okay, the information, the info that should be injected into DB table column from given date class object data. Given date class object data. Given date class object data. See, date class object of type java dot util dot date. Date will be there, time will be there. You want to insert both timestamp. Okay. You want to insert only date, date. You want to insert only time, time. So it is there what portion you want to insert. To insert both date and time. Why it is named a timestamp? Timestamp. When you apply stamp, okay, what will have here? It will have date and time both, na? Inserts both date and time. Inserts both in time. Understanding my point there? Okay. See, boss, temporal is different, type is different. In case of temporal, at the rate type is not work. So at the rate type is there to specify data type, boss. Okay. This is to tell that what you want to insert. Okay. And default is timestamp. I already have written here. At the rate type is different. At the rate temporal type is different. Type is while creating table. This is, listen, this is to tell which portion of the data object should be gathered and should be inserted. This is for value. And based on that, it is automatically deciding the type. This is automatically deciding type. Understanding my statement? Okay, fine. Sir, date values are separate treatment is required. No doubt in that. Separate treatment is definitely required. Date, na? Okay. Next, Aracle date data types are date data types are date is there, timestamp is there. Date is there, timestamp is there. MySQL date data types are date is there, time is there, timestamp is there. Date is there, time is there, timestamp are there. Fine. I think now no confusion. Come on, guys. Come on. Now confusion, na? Okay. Here time is extra. Time is extra. Okay. I think in MySQL date time also there. Yeah, maybe other data types may be there and etc. I will write and etc. But what is important? Time is there. Okay. I think now clear. Vinith Viru, yesterday you said I'm confused. Now no confusion, na? Come on, guys. Yeah. In future, Oracle people may give, but as of now, not there. Everyone clear up to this? See, yesterday this was simple. Actually, I started class with this plan only. But in the middle, what is that? Something changed in my mind. No, I should use latest version kind of thing. Okay. So in that process, so many experiments we have done. So this is what you have to learn. Okay. But since yesterday some problems have come, you know that generally I don't give up that much easily. So that much easily I done one two experiment yesterday. Let's see. Okay, I want to work with local date and time. I want to work with local date and time. Let's see how far I can present those things to you people. So where is this 20 20 21 date value Java 8. 21 or 22 now. Okay. 22 date values Java 8. Date values Java 8. Close all, close all, close all. Fine. See, success failure comes, but I just got a thought. I'm just trying to show this. Yes. What is this? Local date time. Oh, first of all, I have to modify that settings.xml also. Yeah. First of all, let me modify settings.gradle. Let's modify JS. Date values Java 8. Date values Java 8. Gradle refresh. Gradle refresh. Errors gone. What is this? Local date time. Date of birth, local date time. Fine. Okay. Date of marriage. What is that? Local date. Date of marriage, local date. Cool. Next. Date of marriage, local date. 1 minute. Okay. Local time. Here I am taking local time. Local time. No problem. We'll go here. Yeah. If you have a lamba KP, then headache will not be there. Okay, boss. Right. Here is my local date time. Array, I'm just taking knowledge sake. Someone is talking about muhurt kind of thing. Array, knowledge ra babu. Local date time. Okay, boss. Next here, date of marriage, local date. Yes, here also what? Local date. Nice. Here, local time. Local time. Here also local time. Local time. Yeah, that's it. Just display it. Save this one. Person underscore HBM, this one. Info 2 I am taking. What is this? Info 2. But this time I'm not going to specify any type here. I want Hibernate to detect the types dynamically. I'm not going to specify any type here. I want Hibernate to detect the times dynamically. Understanding my statement? Yes. com.nt.test, boss. com.nt.test. That's cool. Local date time dot off. Local date time dot off. 1990. Completely you have to give there. You know that. DOJ. Okay. Local time dot. I hope that function is there. Local time dot now. Now off. Current date and current time only I want to insert. Next. Local date dot off. Date dot off 2018. Okay. Thought is nice. Fine, boss. If table is not there, it will create the table. So I get a thought because I don't want to give any type over here. And I want to take this stuff. Let's see. Java application, save it. Java application, save it. Yeah, now see here, Hibernate sequence. Okay, that's not an issue now. So timestamp date. Timestamp date. Things are happening or not there. Timestamp date. Now you observe. I think right now we are in MySQL. So right click refresh. Right click refresh. Refresh all. Now we are in MySQL or Oracle. I think Oracle only. Let me check. We copy pasted which application? Oh, first application. First application we copy pasted means it is pointing to Oracle. Okay, let's come to Oracle. Let's come to Oracle. Say paste. Say refresh. Don't lose the hopes. Person underscore info2. Person underscore info2. Control 1. Now you only observe. Date and time. This. Sir, why time is not coming? DOJ we have chosen time. I said na, Oracle does not support time. Oracle supports only date. So that's okay. That's why wrong. That's why wrong has come. 19th epoch standard has come. Observe carefully. Okay, epoch standard has come because Oracle is not having time. Oracle is not having time data type. You convert that application into MySQL, then we will get perfect. So that is not our problem, database problem, time wise. Okay. Now you comment this, you come here, remove them, same application, insert date test, insert date test. Now, right now we are pointing to MySQL. Right now we are pointing to MySQL. So let it be. Okay. See this date time, date, DOJ. So, but don't write any type in the mapping file. Don't try to control anything in the mapping file. So then Java 8 date and times are working. So we done experiment. Okay, boss. I think Hibernate 8 jar is not required from Hibernate 5.2 onwards. Not required from Hibernate 5.2 onwards. 5.2 onwards. Okay, they only given in Hibernate core itself. They have given in Hibernate core itself. Come to MySQL, guys. Say refresh all. Refresh info to select operation, control 1, date and time, only date, only time, 9:37:11. Okay, na 9:37:11. Are you getting my point there or not there? Super boss. So can I give one statement there? Can I give one statement there? Okay, boss. What is the statement? We can use Java 8. Yes, that's why I say errors are good. Errors are really good. Java 8, Java.time.Java.time. Local date time, comma, local date, comma. Tell me what is this? Local time. Local time as the type of date properties in XML driven, okay, Hibernate programming, but we should not place, okay, type attribute. What attribute? You should not place type attribute in the property tag of in the properties tags of property, because still they are not mapped internally. That's the reason. So in the property tags of mapping file, yesterday we are trying with what is that proper type attribute. We are trying with what type attribute. That's why problem has come. Come on, guys. That's why problem has come. Okay, they say, "Arey, our property types itself can decide what you want." Earlier date here, it is having date time. From there, what you want? Data, timer, date timer. Come on. But right now, what is the story? Local date and time, date time, local date. In the property type itself, clarity is there. Property type itself, clarity is there. Accordingly, it is picking up the data type. Come on, guys. Are you understanding my statement? So still actually from Hibernate side, this Java 8 date and time APIs related classes should be mapped with Hibernate data type. Still not done. Still not done. So Hibernate people has to improvise that, no doubt in that. So I don't blame completely our side. So Hibernate people also should map this Java 8 related things, no doubt in that. Yes. Copy this, paste it. Copy this, paste it. Setters and getters. Setters and getters. Nice. Control A, bold. That's it. And I want to see you people highlighting this. Yes, boss. I hope you are comfortable with me or not there. Come on, guys. Right. Okay, nice. Next one, we have to think about annotation driven. We have to think about what? Annotation driven also. Sarah, same thing I want to work with the Java 8 annotation driven. Okay, now listen carefully. Annotation, HB annotation 20. Copy, paste. So 23 annotation, date values, Java 8. Date values, Java 8. Go to settings dot, close all, go to settings dot Gradle. Tell me, go to settings dot Gradle. What's the number, boss? 28. 28, 28 or 23, not 23. Annotations. What values, boss? Annotations. Come on. Annotations, Java 8. Java 8. Save it. Just say Gradle refresh. Just say Gradle refresh. Okay, now listen. Entity class. Entity class. Fine, great. Now listen. Here, what is the one I have to take? Local date time. Control plus shift plus O. Next, what is this? Local date. Local date. Next, what is this? Local time. What is this here? Local time. But only the thing is, you don't write what is required. Already classes itself telling, na? Already classes itself telling what they can do, what they want, what they want. Understanding my point? No need of writing temporal type now. Now there is no need of writing temporal type. Person underscore info too. Not required. Completely not required. I'm removing them. I'm seriously removing them. Okay. So here onwards, first DOB, local date time. Local date time. Next, local date time. Yes. Next, local date. Next, local date. Next, local time. Local time. That's it. I have not taken any temporal type here. That's it. Insert test.java. Insert test.java. Fine. Set DOB. What DOB? Set DOB. Tell me here what is this? Local date time dot off. Done. Next. DOJ, I want to insert only time value. What is this? Local time dot now. Time dot now off. Super. Next here, DOM. Local date time dot off. Of year 2018, year 1990, year 201990. Local date dot off. Come on, guys. This time I have not taken temporal type. Cool. Okay. Anyhow, MySQL is actually supporting MySQL. Right now, target database is what? MySQL. MySQL only I have taken. Here is my insert test.java. That's fine. Temporal type is removed. Removed or not removed? Removed. So Java application. Temporal type is removed. Java application. So that's cool. Insert into kind of thing. Right. Come here. See here. Oh, table name is not changed. Okay. Table name is not changed. Not a issue. We are using existing table. That is also one good thing. So tables, refresh all. So here info underscore 2, refresh here, refresh here. Observe, same effect is coming or not. Control 1, control 1, date and time, only date, only time. You have to remove temporal type. You have to remove temporal type. Come on. If you remove temporal type, happily it supports Java 8. Happily you can work with Java 8. Yes, see, that's what I'm saying. When things are going smoothly, everything happens smoothly. When things are going wrongly, we become panic and we do more blunders. So that's why we should not lose temperament when you are getting problems. Number one. Number two, okay, don't give up. Don't give up. So that's what I'm saying. Errors are good, problems are good. So I have a one favorite advertisement. Surf Excel ad is there. Daag achhe hai, right? I think I'm correctly pronouncing in Hindi. Daag achhe hai, right? Yes. So errors are good. Sometimes they waste our time, but they will make you more matured. Yes. Let me write. Telugu people are telling in Telugu. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yes. Now I think I have to give statement on this also. Let me give statement on this. Yesterday, I think somewhere as of now, the statement is there. Let me remove that statement. Now that is not worth at all. Background color. Yes. Right. Come here. In annotation driven, in annotation driven, in annotation driven hibernate programming. In annotation driven hibernate programming. Okay. We can work with Java 8, Java 8, date comma time API. Okay, date comma time API. But there is no need of taking at the rate temporal, because indirectly at the rate temporal is specifying the column type, na. So there is no need of taking. There is no need. There is no need of taking at the rate temporal type, at the rate temporal annotation on the top of properties. On the top of properties. Yes, definitely on the top of properties, there is no need of taking it. Yes, this one, remaining all are good. Copy this, say paste. Yes. Yeah, this is the new thing I'm giving to your batch, boss. For every batch, I used to talk only date, but this Java 8 touch is new to your batch. Yesterday I got the thought, so that's why I experimented, and today we got the solution for that. So you spend some extra time now in this, so that's why I'm giving extra knowledge. Go and check. Everyone will go by. Okay, everyone will go by what? Just a date. But now, because now industry is moving towards Java 8. Everywhere they are using Java 8, and Java 8 date and time API is really picking up nicely. Why, sir? Most of the methods in date class are deprecated. There is no meaning of working with the date class even though it is deprecated. Come on, guys. There's no meaning of. That's why I have gone for this strategy. That's why I have become so keen to work with what? Java 8 date and time API. Fine. In fact, it is reducing our burden. In fact, it is reducing our burden. If it is Java 8 date and time API based property, no need of writing temporal annotation. No need of specifying type in the mapping file. Are you understanding my point? Yes. Okay. Right. Yeah, still Java 11 features is not started, but Java 8 features are used like anything in real time. Be careful about it. So I think day to day your knowledge on Java 8 is increasing or not. If someone asks, you have answer. What are the Java 8 features you have used in Spring, Hibernate? Together you have a lot of features to say, right? You can definitely say multiple features. What do you say, boss? Right. Definitely possible. Yes. Now I'm moving to a new concept, boss. I'm moving to a new concept. Okay. Versioning. What is this? Versioning. I'm moving to a new concept called versioning, also called object versioning. Object versioning. Object versioning. Fine. Versioning or object versioning. What it will do, sir? What it will do? Keeps track of, keeps track of how many times object is modified through Hibernate. Keeps track of how many times object is modified through Hibernate. We don't update that property manually. That property will be updated automatically whenever you load and modify the object through Hibernate. Great feature, boss. Great feature. What's the use of keeping track of modifications, sir? Are sometimes services will be charged, boss. If you modify caller tune first 3 times free of cost, fourth time charge will be applied. Come on, guys. Corporate services will be like this only, na? If you modify your address in the bank, first 3 times no charges, fourth time charges will be applied. If you modify phone number few times, few times, what is this? Few times free of cost. Later money will be charged. Understanding my point there. So then there should be someone to keep track of, na? How many times object is loaded and modified. Geo also takes money, boss. Why they will not take? Tell me. Nowadays swiping AP, not sniping, grab about swiping. Swiping ATM card, in ATM machines also they are charging money. Are you understanding my point there? So at that time there should be someone to keep track of, how many times the record is modified, right? How many times the record is modified. So for that purpose, it is there. And it is also useful towards the locking mechanism. I will talk that one later. Okay, na? I will talk that one later. But see, charging or not charging is secondary, but there should be some mechanism to keep track of how many times the modification is done. How many times the modification is done. Okay, Indian Constitution is there. Indian Constitution is there. Okay, it is prepared in the year 1950, something like that, right? But our people says up to now this it is modified 200 times. Up to now it is modified 300 times. Up to now it is modified 500 times. People give the count, right? They are called amendments. They are called amendments. Yes or no? Na? So that means so such like this. While maintaining my personal profile, also I want to keep track of how many times people are modifying it. Let us assume Aadhaar people wants to keep track of how many times the customer is modifying his details. How many times the customer is modifying his details. Are you getting my point there? Acha, nowadays Aadhaar card also 3 times. Who said here? Aadhaar is also allowing 3 times. I don't think so. Aadhaar is allowing many number of times. Aadhaar no restriction as of now. But other people wants to keep track of how many times customer has modified his details. Okay, for at that time, object versioning feature is very, very important, right? Fine. Yeah. It keeps track of how many times, how many times object is loaded and modified by using. Here, object is nothing but record. Okay, object or record loaded and modified by using Hibernate. Okay, it generates special column through special property. Special column, special column of type numeric, of type numeric. Okay, based on special property, based on special property. Are you understanding my point? Okay, based on special property of entity class. Entity class. Special numeric property. Let me be more specific. Numeric property of entity class. Numeric property entity class. To keep track of the modifications. Modifications. This property initially contains this property initial value is 0. Okay, property or column. Property or column. This is special prop. Initial value is 0 and will be incremented by 1 for every modification. Okay, to configure this special property in mapping file, use version annotation. What is this? After ID tag? After ID tag. You must use version ID tag. Okay. 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 ID tag or use @version or use @version as mapping annotation. If it is annotation, @version. Fine. Use cases. Keeping track of address modifications, caller tune changes, caller tune modifications, caller tune modifications. Next, caller tune profile info profile details modification, and etc. Profile details modifications and etc. Okay, boss. Right, boss. Hmm. Yeah, like this, yeah, like this. No, you charge money, you don't charge money, that's up to your service. That's up to your service. But charging money is not part of versioning. Versioning will keep track of modification. That's it. Right? So it's a special property here. For every modification, the version number will change dynamically. So for example, this is object. This is what? Customer object. Customer object. Fine. ID 101, name Raja, address Hyderabad. Okay, now count. I'm taking version count. Count. This count basically zero. When object is created, when record is saved, basically zero, boss. Basically zero. So I modified first time. Understanding my statement. I modified first time. Then what happens? When you modify first time, so because it is changed to what? Hyderabad is changed to Delhi. Hyderabad changed to Delhi. Hmm. Hyderabad is changed to what? Delhi. So this will be increment by one. Each modification, you may modify one value or you may modify two value. For every modification, it will increment by one. Come on here. For every modification, it will increment by one. Understanding my point? Okay, boss. Hmm. Yes. See, charges will be done based on this count, boss. This count, this count, this count. Are you understanding my point? So charges is different. Charges is different. Come on. I'm not saying versioning useful for charges. It is just there to keep track of what, how many times the modifications are done. In the table level, also same thing reflects. Okay. Yeah, table level also the same thing reflects. Understanding my point. Customer DB table, customer DB table. Here, what is this? ID, name, address. What is this? Count. Name, address, count. Address, count. Yes. Fine here. 101. Raja, Hyderabad, 0. For every record will be there. Now it is changed to Delhi. Let us assume it is changed to Delhi. So when it is changed to Delhi, this 0 will become 1. This 0 will become 1. Come on, guys. Okay. Yes. Okay. In future, I will show that. In future, I will show that. Uh, what is that? Versioning also useful. Versioning is also useful towards locking process of the object. What process here? locking process of the object. Yes, in future I will show that. Locking process is there, I will talk about that. I think you got a clarity now. Yes, okay, fine. Yes, now let's go for, no, it's not ATM locking, it's not ATM locking, object locking. Okay, so that's a different story, don't mix up both, please. Yes, first of all, let me share these projects first. Git, yes, yes, finish, git staging. Yeah, when you go for multiple projects, you have to explicitly commit, then only they will come. A date. Yeah, when that is busy there. Yes. Now we will take caller tune only. We will take caller. Charges I am not going to show. I'm just going to show whether it is keeping track of modifications or not. Okay. So almost now onwards, we don't create tables manually, boss. Tables will be generated through Hibernate. You mentally prepared. You be busy designing domain entity class. Tables will come dynamically and automatically. Okay, what is this? HB pros. What's the number? 24. HB pros 24. What is this? Object versioning. HB pros 24. Object versioning. Gradle wrapper. Gradle wrapper. Gradle wrapper. Okay, cool. Take build.gradle from here. Say paste. Override everything. Yes, nice. Go to this CFZ utility you copy. CFZ utility you copy always. Say paste. Go here. Delete unnecessary packages. Delete what? Unnecessary packages. That's good. Right, boss? Now we will go for mobile customer. What is that? Mobile customer. Right. Mobile customer implements serializable. Implements serializable. Yes, boss. Implements serializable. Tell me. Yeah. Mobile customer. Customer number. I want to generate through sequence. Okay. Customer name. Long phone number. Long phone number. Mobile number. Okay, fine. Mobile number. Yes, I think it is there in utility package. Huh? Sorry. It should be there in which package? Entity package. Let me create a entity package. Yeah. Mobile number. Fine. Private string. Caller tune. Private string caller tune. I'm taking special property. Come on. Yeah, wrappers are good. If you are interested, you can use wrappers. Private, private, no, leave it. Aadhaar number, all the things I don't require. Okay, fine, boss. Caller tune, caller tune, caller tune. Tell me here. So here I will take int numeric property. Long also you can take. Okay, numeric property. Integer. Private integer count version underscore count. version count or modifications count. Your choice here. Anything you can check, that's not a issue. Version count. Yes. Alt plus S plus R. Select all. Select all. After version count this. Next one. Alt plus Shift plus yes. Yes plus yes. Generate this one. This is my special property. Version count is a special property. But how does it knows it is a special property? Somewhere you have to mention it. Yes, definitely I should mention it. Where should I mention it? In the mapping file. Where should I mention that, boss? In the mapping file. No doubt in that. Close project. Okay, I should have a reference mapping file, na? Yes. Sir, if I take long, it is also be wrapper type. Wrapper types are recommended, not compulsory to take, they are recommended. Entity paste. Entity paste. Fine. Okay, boss. Now tell me. com.nt.entity, this mobile customer. Table. Table. Mobile customer. Mobile underscore customer. Your choice. No, if you want, you can take single word also. Not a issue. Yes. What is next? CNO na CAD na. CNO CNAME mobile number. Okay. CNO sequence. Next CNAME, right. Next mobile number. Mobile number. Okay. Length is not required. We cannot control the length. We cannot control the length because this is numeric data type. That's why we have to go for what? Okay, long. Mobile number is 10 digits. Na better to take long. Mobile number. Okay. Mobile number. Mobile number. Mobile number. Mobile number. Anyhow, this is the string only. Mobile number. Caller tune. Right only, na? Caller tune. Yes. Next one. Long here. Next one is what? Caller tune. Caller tune. Length 40 because song name may be bigger length. Type is equal to string. Yes, but version property should be configured. Should be configured after ID tag. Must and should be configured after ID tag. Version here. Name, version count. Here also you can write column, boss. Here also you can write column. But if you don't write column, what happens? You don't write column, same property name itself will be taken as a column name. So here also we are having what type? Default is integer if you don't mention. Other numeric types you can mention. Anyhow, here also I have taken integer. Here also. Version property should be of type numeric property. Non-floating numeric point. Non-floating numeric property we have to take. Got it or not there? Non-floating numeric property you have to take. Listen, you try to write this version tag in other places. Error. Error. Version is not allowed there. Oh, version is not allowed there. Check it out. Version property is not allowed there. Not allowed there. Okay, 1 minute. I will focus in a different level. Yeah, listen. Here you observe version timestamp. Version timestamp should be there before property tag. Did you notice it? Should be there. And after ID tag, before property tag. After ID tag, before property tag. Did you realize that? Did you realize that? Come on, guys. Fine. That's why you cannot place version tag wherever you want. It should be placed after ID tag, before property tag. If you try to not follow it, you will get exception. If you don't follow it, you will get exception. What happened? Sometimes it will be like this only. Just to say clean ones. Just to say clean ones. Okay. Slowly it is gone. Slowly it is gone. Everyone understood my point? Okay. Array, so many tags are there, yeah. Don't worry. One by one we will learn. Something fancy, sir. What is that? That is not the way to study, Ra Babu. Okay. Com slash. Acha, this is resource. Am I opening correct one? 24 HB process. 24 object versioning. Resource. Com slash nt slash cfz slash. Okay, sorry. Actually, I have not changed my phone. Mobile customer dot hbm dot xml. Mobile customer dot hbm dot xml. Okay, here. Mobile customer. Let me rename the file. Mobile customer dot hbm dot xml. Yes, we are having what? Mobile customer dot hbm dot xml. Yes, boss. Mobile customer dot java. Mobile customer dot hbm dot xml. Here is my Hibernate configuration file. What file here? Hibernate configuration file. Okay. I think I have changed in the configuration file already with the correct name only I have given. Mobile customer dot hbm dot xml. Okay. So I changed already. I have given correct name. Okay. Now what is left? Test package is left. Package, tell me. com.nt.test. com.nt.test. Yes, right click, new class. Version test, version test, version insertion test, version insertion test, version insertion test. 1 minute. Type int length. I think length we cannot control here. Fine. Go to mapping file, com slash, okay, nt slash cfzs. Okay. Entities slash, fine. Entities. Version insertion test. That's nice. Tell me, what is the next one? What is the next one? Come on. Create. Mhm. version insertion test. Get to session, get to session. Session SCS is equal to null. SCS is equal to hibernate util dot get session. Hibernate util dot get session. Super. Next what? Prepare object. Next what? Prepare object. Mobile customer. Customer is equal to null. Nice. Here what is this? Customer is equal to new mobile customer of customer dot set CNAME Rajesh. Customer dot tell me set set version value you need not to set, it will be generated automatically. CNO anyhow dynamically comes. Come on here. Okay. Customer mobile number all 9CL. All 9CL. Okay. Customer dot set caller tune. Set caller tune. Set caller tune. What is the caller tune? So what is this? Dil Mile na? Okay, whatever it is. Some songs like shortcut names will be there or not there. Yes, boss. Try. Mm. Begin begin transaction. What is this? Begin transaction. Transaction TX is equal to null. Transaction TX is equal to null. TX is equal to session dot begin transaction. Okay, fine. What is this? Flag is equal to true. Boolean flag is equal to false. Here, flag is equal to true. Regular stuff, boss. See, I didn't set value to ID property and version property. Did you realize that? Did you realize that? I didn't set any value to ID property or version property. Line number 15. What is this? Boolean flag is equal to false. What's the problem? Right only, na? Yes. Tell me here. ID value. Session dot save customer. Session dot save customer. If you are interested, you can get that value. Integer ID value is equal to 0. Okay, wrapper na null. Integer ID value is equal to null. Tell me. ID value is equal to this. Some typecasting is required because it gives serializable object integer. Yes, what is that? Sysout generated ID value. ID value is equal to ID value. Generated ID value is equal to ID value is equal to ID. Catch, what is this? SQL exception. Catch, not SQL exception. Let's take hibernate exception. HE dot print stack trace. HE dot print stack trace. Tell me. Exception E. E dot print stack trace. Come on. Finally. Perform transaction management. What is that? If flag. What is that? TX dot commit. Object is saved. Object is saved. Else TX dot rollback. Sysout. Object is not saved. Tell me. Close objects. Hibernate util dot close session SCS. Hibernate util dot close session factory. End of the final leaf block. End of the main method, end of the class. End of the main method, end of the class. Everyone understood this point? Here I am beginning the transaction here. Session dot save customers, generated value, flag is equal to true, all this stuff. By default, 0 will be there towards insertion, boss. By default, 0 will be there in the null pointer exception. Why so? Why so? Ozo entity could not get constructor for single table persister. Should not get constructor for single table consister. Mobile customer, setter method, setter method. Why setter method? Hey, no problem, boss. Set version count, all are right, perfectly there. com.nt.customer. Got it. Yes, listen. Generated ID value is sequence because defaults MySQL is dealing with that. Okay. So table you observe version column is created. Check it out. Version column is created, version count. Observe this. Yes. Okay. Say refresh. Say refresh. Here what is this? Mobile customer. Select rows. What has come here? Version count has come as 1. Everyone noticed that? Version count has come as what? Version count has come as 0 because just inserted, na? Just inserted, na, boss? Come on. Just inserted. Now you do in Oracle also same thing will happen. Order of columns, yes, that depends upon this one. Okay, boss. Sir, can we insert audio files? Yes, in future I will show how to deal with large objects, then you will get idea. How to insert large objects, then I will get. Just insertion is done, that's why 0. Okay, now what I do is, I will try to load and modify. File save as version modify test. Version modify test. Or update test, your choice. Okay, boss. Next, first what should I do? Load object. Load object. Customer is equal to session dot get mobile customer dot class. What is the ID value? ID value is what? 6 or 6, whatever it is. 6. Yes. So no need of transaction management, no need of flag ID value, all these are not required. If customer not equal to null, what is that? Customer not equal to null, sys out customer. Else, tell me. Sysout customer, else sysout record not found. Sysout record not found. Yes. This commit rollback is not required. Transaction management not required. Okay. But one thing you remember, if a record is available, what you should do? We should modify also. Not only I want to display, I want to modify also. Are you understanding my point? I want to modify. Yes. I want to modify. How you I want to change color tune only. Customer dot hmm, customer dot. Acha. Modification is there means again transaction management will be there. Oh, it's my mistake. Wait. Modification is there means again transaction management is required. So, okay. Record not found. Tell me. Transaction TX is equal to null. Next, transaction TX is equal to null. Boolean flag is equal to false. System.out.println customer record not found. Okay, if record found is there, not only I want to display, I want to modify it also. How to modify? Customer dot tell me. Customer dot set caller tune. Set caller tune. Tell me. Dil mile is over. Now this one. Dil jele. JH. Okay. Dil jale. Whatever it is. Whatever is. Don't think much. Should I call session dot update? Not required. Should I call session dot update or not required? Okay. Session dot update not required. Not required. I already said. If you modify loaded object in a transaction, modification required reflects automatically. Come on. Modification reflects automatically. Come on. Okay, that's why what should I do? Flag is equal to true. Flag is equal to true. If any exception comes, flag is equal to false. Any exception comes, flag is equal to false. Object modified. Object is modified. Object is not modified. Object is not modified. Yes, load object, that's fine. TX is equal to begin transaction. That's it, boss. See, boss, I'm loading and modifying. Dil jale is the modification. That's it. Yeah, listen. If record not found, I don't want to go further. There is no need of doing transaction management and all this stuff. I just want to display written statement. I don't want to go further, boss. Come on, guys. If record not found, I don't want to go further. Anyhow, I think finally block anyhow executes. Finally block anyhow executes. Oh, no problem. Not a issue. Not a issue now. Now listen. Hmm, what is this? Version modify test. Yes. We are trying to load that record and modify it. We're trying to load that record and modify it. See, count is incrementing automatically. Count to zero. Count to zero, but look at the table. Look at the table. Count is incremented automatically to 1. Count is automatically increased to 1. Now you want to feel that in the application only you want to feel that do one thing. In the application only you want to feel that. Okay. Yes. Sys out. Object is modified. Object is modified for. Okay. What is that? Customer dot get version count to times. Customer dot get version times. Object is modified for customer dot get version count times. Get to version count. This time loaded, but modification chance is not there. Select operation done, but data is matching, boss. So that's why same one has come. Same one. Why? This time there is no chance for what? Modification. Next one. Dil Mare. Dil Mare. Okay, fine. Next, you observe one more time modification is there. It will become 2. It will become 2. Update count. Object is modified. Hey, one only na. Only. Maybe I have to display. Now listen, 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 listen. I have to display after. Here it reflects. Here it reflects. Wait. Refresh. Here you can see 2. You observe that one after count. After commit, you will get this count. Cut it. You place this modification. This one. Object is modified for this. Next. What is this? What is this? Dil kate na? Okay, something. I don't know. Someone is suggesting I am writing it. Yes. 3 times. Come on, come on. 3 times. We are able to keep track of how many times object is modified or not. Okay. Next one. Okay. Next one. Dil Bechara. I think a new movie, huh? Right. One more modification. One more modification. 4 times. 4 times. Are you understanding my point? Suppose next time I'm executing, no modification is done. No modification is done. This time same 4 will come. Same 4 will come. So it should be loaded and modified through Hibernate. Sir, from here I modified. Does it increases automatically? Here I modified. Dil sune. Here I modified. Here I modified, sir. Does it reflects? Does it reflect, sir? Does it reflects? Still 4 only. Okay. Dil dil. Is it incrementing? Is it incrementing? No. Is it incrementing? Oh, no, no. Right? Dil dil dil. 3 times I have taken. 3 times I have taken. There 2 times. Now you'll get modification by 1. What is this? 5 times. Come on, guys. Does it track off all the modification or only done by Hibernate? It will keep track of only the modifications done by Hibernate, not all the modification. It will keep track of only the modification done by Hibernate. Everyone concentrated on this point. Come on, guys. Easy or not easy? Yes. Are you taking care of incrementing counter or Hibernate is taking care of that part? Hibernate is taking care of that part. Come on. Example, XML driven configurations. Yeah, someone is asking me question. If you set values to increment manually, to never experimented. Suppose I kept 10. Apply OK. Nice. Apply OK. Finish. 10 has come. Okay. Now I am going here. Modification test. Okay. So I am checking dil dil. So 3 times I'm changing to 2 times. 3 times I'm changing to 2 times. Let's see. I think 11 time. Previous value plus 1. We can increment the version count, but see, but we don't touch version manually, boss. Hibernate only will touch it. So 10 is there now, it has become 11. 10 is there now, it will become. Okay, boss. Whenever we do modification in any column of the table row, automatically modification will reflect. Automatically the modification will reflect. Understanding my statement there? Copy this. Example, XML driven configurations, right? Save this one. XML driven configurations. Yes, entity class, getters and setters. Getters and setters. Yes. Next, mapping file. Mapping file. What is the mapping file story? Here is the mapping file story. Yes. What is the special property here? This is the special property which I want to configure. Everyone got it? Sir, I will annotation driven configuration. Then what should I do? I will tell na. We have to use @ version annotation. That I will take tomorrow. We have to use @ version annotation. That I will take. I think everyone settled. Charges, not charges. That is your business logic. But it will. Okay. Charges, not charges. Tomorrow is Wednesday. What so what? Okay. So charges, no charges, not a problem. Okay, that you part, that is a business logic, but it is having capability to keep track of the changes. I think related to dates, you got clarity. You don't want to allow explicit changes, you have to go for database related change restrictions only. Okay, I think version also you understood. Yes, right. I will save while uploading. I will give with both the names. So don't worry. For 2 years experience, which courses are required? Spring, Hibernate, Rest. These three are required. Okay. Right. Yeah. Completed. Date concepts are completed, boss. How many sessions are there to finish? I think it takes time, boss. Are you teaching Rest? Rest is not a Spring, but it is a separate course. Yeah. Start web services batch. Put request in office once, then they will decide the batches. Thank you. 2018, you can I try as a fresh. Sir, you have to learn J unit. J unit will happen very soon. New spring batch in the month of October. 2018-19 people can try as freshers. Some 18 people, some companies allow, some companies will not allow. Okay, boss. Right. Thank you. Have a nice time. Design pattern also takes time. Spring Boot I only will cover. Spring Boot I only will cover. Only microservices you concentrate. Yeah, they will keep track of modification through versioning, but charging money is a business logic they will do manually. Permanent job and contract job. Because contract job means you will be taken for a few months. Once the project is over, they will ask you to go back. Permanent means even the project is there or not there, you will be there in the company. Design pattern mostly December, January kind of thing, boss. December, January batch may start. Thank you. Have a nice time. First, let me get the slots free, boss. Based on that, we can decide the batches. Spring Boot will happen in regular classes of spring classes. In spring classes only we have to learn. As a fresher, how many tools required? Learn all the tools. They will be added advantage. To learn web services, prerequisite is Servlet JSP. Offshore developer means the company, the employee who is there in the company supporting, doing maintenance of the project. MuleSoft is nowhere related to Java, boss. I can take web services, but right now slots are not there. We have to wait. Recharge alert message programming. That is Java Mail API. That is SMS program. In Spring you will get, or in microservices you will get. In microservices, we have to use some microservices to generate that. Okay, boss. Right. Don't waste your time and for SOAP servicer, just concentrate on this one, REST web services. REST web services. Okay. Yes, I'm only taking care of Spring Boot here. No need of learning separately. Yes, DS basic knowledge is enough for freshers. Spring MVC next Monday. Next Monday. Monday. PLSQL needed a basic knowledge is enough. Next Monday, Spring MVC 6 p.m. slot. Thank you. Have a nice time.